guys, welcome to the 2011 B-Wing Fighter Part 2 from the Vintage Collection. So this came out 4 years ago already, back in 2011, and that's kind of crazy. It's been this long, and this vehicle is so long, I didn't really decide to do it on my desk. I decided to do it here on the floor. So this is kind of like my first floor review for a vehicle. Actually, it's kind of more comfortable. I feel like I have more room to kind of move my iPad around to film it. But anyways, really cool vehicle. I used to have the vintage one from the 80s a few years back. I sold it. The battery cover cracked. And the engine was always going on and off for the battery effect. Actually, not the engine. It's actually a little hobby motor in there that hits a strip of plastic and gives you that kind of screeching sound. And the stickers are really beat up. So I was looking at B-Wing Fighters, and I didn't want to pay the money for it because mine had the box. So that was the only thing that really made it sell very well on eBay. I think I sold my broken one for like $110, $105. Still, I was happy with it. And also the guns here were broken too. So it was very interesting. But that's the thing with vintage Star Wars. People still buy it if it's broken, surprisingly, because they just use these things for parts. But anywho, going back to this one. I wanted to get this one because it had the vintage box, which I'll get for you guys. If you can bear with me for a second. Had the vintage box, which is really cool. Exactly like the 1984 packaging release, except for a little minor things that have changed, like the Hasbro logo and the Star Wars Vintage Collection logo. And a few other things that have changed on the box. But overall, the design looks like it came out in 1984. But the ship has kind of a little bit of a paint different. I know the vintage one has a darker blue paint, especially on the guns, or dark gray. But anyways, I really like this vehicle. It's really cool. One of the cool features on it is, I'm going to try to do this, but it shoots out missiles. Actually, I'll just do the bottom one. Yeah, it shoots out missiles. It has interchangeable guns here. The guns aren't just stationary and just sticking out. So I think that's a really cool feature that they decided to put on. And the cockpit they've updated. Let me see if I can open it, if you can bear with me for a second. Yeah. So they really did detail on the cockpit. I put in my vintage 1984 B-Wing pilot in there. He just about fits in there. So I kind of have to have his arms up in that awkward position because he cannot fit with the little hand gears, as you can see, that are on the left and right side there. But it overall gives the look. I think it's really cool. Kind of shows that he's kind of maybe, controlling it. But anyways, it's a part of the imagination. And his little guns in there too. I don't really need to take him out. But also, the other cool thing about this that I like, which was a smart move on most of the vintage collection pieces. Let me see. Yeah, it's up. Was the painting of where decals would have gone, where the red circles are. Those would have been decals. And everything else that you kind of see is all painted, which I just think is really cool. Because I hate putting on decals, to be quite honest with you. I hate it. I've never been the best at it. And also, over time, they can get damaged very easily. So, good thing that there are reproduction decals out there. So, if you do get an original vehicle from, the 70s and 80s, and they come with unused decals, which is very, very rare, unless if you're buying one box and it's been open. You could just go ahead and buy repros and put those on, which is the safest way to go, because people are always looking for unused decals that came with the toy. But this is different. This is just really cool and very cost friendly and consumer friendly. You don't have to worry about it. The other cool thing about it is, as you know, I'm going to try to do it. I can't do it on camera, but yeah, I have to do it off camera. So, which I have is the S foils are in attack mode, and it works very, very well. It's not flapping around, you know, or doing anything else weird. So we'll lower that down, and oh, and also the landing gear still works too. It's very sturdy. So yeah, that is the 2011 B-Wing Fighter from 2011 Vintage Collection. Probably one of the most awesome modern collection toy lines to come out for Star Wars, and these are now very expensive on eBay. Actually, I bought this I think for like $40 2 or 3 years ago on eBay, and now it's like close to $100. So, you know, I'm not surprised. These are just very well done, and the line was very well made. So, some of the best stuff I've seen in almost 15 years. So, you know, really, really cool. And yeah, and also, guys, I just wanted to say we did a little bit of changes to our YouTube channel, so we now have a trailer about what our channel's about. So just please go check out this, and yeah, man, it's almost 2 days till spring, so we got a whole line of videos for some part of spring. I'm still going through some collecting supplies spending, so I haven't really gotten around to buy anything really new. So hopefully maybe between then I have picked up something, so we have something to review for the spring. But I have a list of other stuff that we didn't get to review for winter, and we'll review it for spring. So anyways, stay tuned, and thank you for watching. And yeah, that was my dog that just walked in, but who knows? Who cares, right? Anyways, thank you again.